What's up, y'all?
Hey, y'all.
It's Chuckie and Chrissy.
Back again.
With another video.
Y'all gotta love the consistency.
We definitely appreciate all the love. Like, I feel like we've been getting some really genuine love, and we appreciate
and feedback.
It. Definitely keep coming with the feedback.
That's how we grow.
So if you haven't already hit that little bell, go ahead and do that.
Please.
So we're about to get into the video.
Let's go. Yesterday was pretty tough for me. Were you able to watch the Kobe tribute?
I did catch a little bit of it.
Right. I could not watch it in its entirety, but one thing that I really took from it that was like super, it's weird because like even in death, I feel like he's still inspiring because I listened to a few of the speeches about him and his 13-year-old daughter. They have accomplished more in their short time of life than some people do. You know, they live to be 80 and never like accomplish the things that they accomplished. And I'm just kind of like, that Mamba mentality, like that's a real thing. Like, get it by any means necessary. Like, work. Failure's not an option. Like, I'm watching that. And, you know, our video getting love. And I'm like, failure not an option. Like, I'm crying. Like, I'm going to do this, Cobb. I'm going to do this. Like, it was so, I'm sorry. It was so emotional and inspiring for me.
It was heartbreaking
It was heartbreaking.
It was hard when I was seeing, like, his wife and stuff like that. Like, that was a really, it was messed up. Like, I stuff like that, it kind of bothered me.
Because it's just so tragic.
I did see the part with Beyonce song.
Oh my God. And that just had me in tears. I'm like, I can't stop the tears. Did you cry?
No, you know I'm not really a crier, but
it
was just, it gave me a feeling like she sung her ass off. She did, like, her voice.
You couldn't have gotten anybody else but B.
Not to do that.
But you know what really just had me the most emotional?
What's that?
First of all, when she first started out, she was a little shaky. So you could tell like her emotions were tied to it. But she sang Kobe's favorite song. And one of his favorite song is one of my favorite Beyonce songs.
What is it?
Love Me XO. You love me like XO.
That's one of my favorite songs too.
But it's like, Kobe, oh, like you like this song. Like that song is basically just about like, we don't have tomorrow, so love me now.
Right.
Love me longer, hurry up and kiss me. And I'm like, just envisioning myself as his wife. And I'm like, Vanessa. My heart just like bled for her. Like I have a husband. Like I was like, I don't know. It really made me cling to him. I'm like, let me go cook. Cause it's like, I swear, it really just, his tribute really pushed me to want to not accept failure as an option, have that Mamba mentality, and to appreciate my now. Like we don't have a lot of time. Let's make it count.
I feel it.
You feel that?
I don't even have a husband, but like when I find him, I know I ain't gonna let him go. Like that, yeah.
And not tragically.
Yeah, but
prayers to the Bryant family for sure.
Definitely.
While on that subject though, I got a question for you.
Okay.
So
you see, she always got a question for me.
Why, y'all?
What's this question?
It's tough. It's a tough one. So, Kobe wasn't close with his parents. They disowned him shortly after he married Vanessa. The who, what, when, where's, and whys, I'm not like too specific of, so I don't want to speak on it and like sound ignorant. But one thing for certain is that they weren't close with Kobe. They hadn't seen him in years. They weren't involved in his children's lives, and obviously they were invited to the funeral. Obviously, well, the tribute. But someone said they thought it was foul how no one mentioned his parents. Like no one said anything. Like everybody was just like, God bless the Bryants. I'm praying for Vanessa and the girls. Like no one was like saying anything or acknowledging his parents. And my question to you is, if we wasn't talking in life, do people have to acknowledge you in death?
I really make it my business to try to keep my mouth off of certain things. Like I try to like, but see, I don't know. Like as far as it relates to them, I don't know.
As far as them,
but as far as me,
yeah.
If I don't talk to you, I don't even want you to come. Like, if me and you haven't spoken, don't come to my funeral.
I feel like for me, it would have been exactly what it was. But so you can come, but at the end of the day, if we weren't speaking, I was dead to you years before I actually even died. I don't feel like parents really respect when a man says, bye mama, it's all about my wife now. Like, that's not celebrated. A mother doesn't feel good when she says, oh, I haven't really heard from my son, but he's over there. He's such a good husband. He's such a good father. I don't think fathers feel good when it's like, you know, daddy's little girl is gone, but she's such a good wife and she just flocks to her husband. Like, you get flack from your parents.
I don't think they should. I can't speak for everybody, but I know how I feel about my mom, and I feel like my mother shared her body with me before I even thought about sharing my body with anybody else. My mom will always be first priority in my life. I'm not saying over my partner, she's gonna be on the same level, just in a different way. I'm never ever gonna leave home. My mom's never gonna feel like, oh, I haven't heard from my son.
True, but I think in order for a mother to be on that same level, it takes maturity in her mind. Yeah. Because like you said, y'all shared a bond first. Yeah. She has to be confident in that bond while you go build that bond. Because when you're building a bond, it just takes so much more attention than a bond that's already built. And some mothers still want that attention. Some fathers still want that attention. They don't come up off you and let you build that bond with you and your mate.
I think that's definitely on the responsibility of the child, though.
That's a good point.
It is. My mom,
Chuckie,
my mom don't have, I'm not going to say she has a place, but she knows her place. You know what I mean? Like, you're not ever going to address you're not going to address my man. You're going to address me about him. You know what I'm saying? If you have something to say about him, you're going to talk to me. I'm not going to address her fiance. If I have something to say, I'm going to speak to her and I'm going to, you know, get the okay. Like, okay, I think you should go talk to him about that if that's how you feel. Like, I don't overstep. And my mom don't overstep either.
But you know how parents will use their child as like emotional support. They will make it your responsibility as far as like their happiness.
If their child lets them. It's not a parent's fault. A parent only knows the relationship that they've always had. A child has to change their relationship when they become an adult.
Ooh, and this is a man that's not married, but that's a good point. That is a good point.
I'm not. I'm never gonna have that problem. My mama gonna know. My dude gonna know. They gonna know.
Coming from two possessive parents, I won't say my parents are possessive, but they love me. I love them back. But I do feel like I had to break up with my parents. I had to kind of, not so much my mom, because my mom is married. So she kind of respects me as a wife because she's a wife.
Hold on. Her makeup's so pretty.
Can we just take a quick little...
Now back to your
back to possessive parents. No, my parents aren't possessive. I feel like my mom definitely respects me a little bit more than my dad because she's a wife. So she knows what is expected of me. Because she is like, you know, she a wife in her household, I'm a wife in mine. But my daddy, he struggled a little bit. I'm like, Dad, you can't call this early. Can't call this late. Can't call this much. Like, what is going on? But they both leveled out. But it was like you said, it was on me.
Yeah, you had to let them know that.
It was on me.
Because your husband can't let him know that. Because it's like, you don't have nothing to do with this.
He couldn't. But one thing I will say, you can let your parents know, but you can still do it in love. Like, yeah, you know, I feel like for me, our relationship just had to change, the dynamic of it. Like, I still had to find ways to make my parents feel loved and important. My parents, when I was single, that was the case because I was single. I lived alone. So it's like, yeah, your daddy calling you every morning, making sure you got up. Your daddy calling you every night, making sure you got in. Like, to some point, he was still like my provider and my protector. When I got a husband, it relieved him of those duties. You don't have to call me like that anymore. Like, we don't have to spend that type of time. And I do think that parents that don't get that,
I don't like how that sounds. It's like, okay, I don't need you no more. Somebody else can do it now. That's how that sounds.
I feel like that's how some parents take it.
That's how it sounds. That's how I don't like that. That's why I don't want no kids.
Because it's like you're not solidified in the job you did. If you feel like it's I don't need you anymore, that's some type of self.
That's what that sound like. It's like, oh, you don't have to do that no more because he's doing it now.
And you're supposed to raise me to know that that's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to have raised me so good that you're like, she went out and she found a protector, and now I get to rest and relax and enjoy old age.
I don't feel like you do that for 18 years. That's not even a realistic mindset.
Well, maybe that's why it's so much drama.
I don't think it's fair to raise somebody for 18 years and you be with them a certain way for 18 years and then it's like, okay, now, or even 26, 27 years or 30, however long it takes for you to meet a wife or meet a husband, and it's like, oh, okay, now you found somebody else, now I don't gotta do it no more. It's like, what you mean?
It's not fair. Life's not fair. Like most mammals, they raise their child, prepare their child, and then send their child out into the world.
Most mammals mate and get the hell on too.
True. Whatever. Whatever, Chuckie. Whatever. So basically what you're saying is what? Sum it up for me.
Everybody need to grow the hell up.
You know what? I'm understanding and hearing this.
What?
It ain't nobody's fault but the child.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
Because you set the tone for everything.
Period.
She crazy.
No, he crazy. Talk about the spouse needs to grow up.
And speaking of growth.
Speaking of growth.
I want to talk about Rihanna's speech.
I'm like, don't come for me. Don't come for me.
I want to talk about Rihanna's speech.
Oh, I love that speech. My Riri.
Tell your friends to pull up.
Where do we begin? Oh, I love her.
Tell your friends to pull up. That's where we can start.
Tell them I said pull up on me. That's where we can start.
I love her growth. She's grown so much. Like,
just the way she can speak.
So well spoken.
So well spoken. That ain't Ponda River, girl.
No.
That ain't her.
And she speaks very intentionally. Like,
it's admirable.
She don't talk a lot, but when she speaks, she says something.
She just captivated the room with that speech. Like, you held on to every word. And like when I look at Rihanna, I love her for multiple reasons. Number one, she's fearless. She'll say whatever it is that she wants to say. Like, her confidence is so admirable.
My biggest takeaway, I love the message.
True.
Like, I think it's so valid. Like, it's so valid because I think, and I'm not gonna speak just from a place of being black. I can speak from a place of being a man. I can speak from a place of being gay. I feel like people of other groups, they like to appropriate and they like to pick the parts of you that they like, but they want to adopt your culture, but they don't want to adopt your problems.
Yeah.
Like, there are people that are white people, a lot of them, not everybody, but a lot of them, they love black culture. They like to wear our hairstyles, they like to listen to our music, they like to party with us, but like, our problems are not their problems.
It's the privilege, though.
It's the privilege. It's the same thing with women and gay people. Like, they like to talk like us. They like to use us as makeup artists, hairstylists. You could come decorate my house, but your problems are not my problems.
Pull up. It's the same thing with just anything. Like, I feel like we couldn't apply Rihanna's speech
to a lot of different
things. Got from it was like, her past don't define her. My past not gonna define me. I'm gonna stand true in who I am, what I believe, and I'm gonna tell people to pull up. Like, if you on this wave with me, pull up. That's kind of how I feel. Tell your friends I said pull up, because I'm like, we need to be a united force in everything. I feel like, and especially in our culture, and like you said, I don't want to keep speaking from like black people, but we will find any reason to pick each other apart. I mean, and especially with women. I just don't get it. And to me, if we focus more on the good, then the good's going to get better. So why do we give the negative aspect of things so much more energy than the positive?
Because people like to be the exception to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's so weird. I think it's a weird thing with black people too, because as black people, we have to, I mean, before you really look at a different group of people and see the problems in them, you got to have a situation itself. You got to see what's wrong with what you're doing too.
Period.
Have a real situation itself, and I think that's a part of being an adult. So it's like
growth.
You want people to stop being racist But in our own culture, oh, he light skin, oh, he dark skin, oh, he got good hair, or he got bad hair, oh, she got pretty eyes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're still finding a way to keep, we all in the same box together as African Americans or black, and you still finding a way to separate us.
You know,
that's weird.
It's very weird. Or even like, I said I wasn't gonna get this real, but even in the church community, I am a very faith-based person.
She is.
I really contribute all of the good in my life to my relationship with God. However, I took some time away from church, and we could talk about that in another video, because that's a whole nother video. But the issue that I was coming with is, like you said, everyone wants to be exclusive. You can't praise and worship because you drink, you fornicate, you hang out with homosexuals. Like, they will, and it's like, that's like, you're missing the point. Like, the whole Rihanna speech, like, you've missed it. Like, if you're coming into a situation, an organization with the intention to break down, or what I like to call it is self-righteousness. If you think you here and everybody else is here, and the only way you can bring people to you is by beating them down, you're not what we would consider a leader. Leaders elevate you just by simply being them, and that's what Rihanna did for me.
I agree with you, definitely, 100%.
How do we start it though?
I think you just got to start with yourself.
Period.
Like, you can't change the world. You got to change you.
So if I want a more peaceful community, then I need to find peace within myself. Mm-hmm. This is true. This is true.
You can't say you want to find peace if you go around raising hell.
So life's all about growth.
Most definitely.
And we're excited to be growing on this journey with you guys. We're definitely looking forward to like, comment, and sharing and subscribing.
Yep, and if you already have, let a friend know.
Refer a friend, phone a friend.
Our next video is going to be 21 questions. So hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It's all down in the description box. Y'all can leave it in a comment. Let us know what y'all want to see in future videos.
Leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, we can do it like that too.
We want to know, what questions do you guys want to ask us? We want to get to know you guys, and you guys to get to know us.
Yep.
Leave it in the comments.
So we will see y'all in the next video, and thanks for watching this one.
I'm gonna miss you. Call your mama.